tiny voice. A secret no one should know. A hidden camera. Tears no one was meant to see. And a CEO who had built walls so high that a child had to tear them down. Ethan Greaves believed he understood people. He hired them. He promoted them. He fired them when necessary. But on the Monday, that changed everything. He realized he had never truly seen them. The whisper he stepped out of the elevator on the 31st floor. Shoes polished to a mirror sheen. Mind already pacing through profit margins, earnings calls. In the layoffs he signed with trembling pen the night before his reflection floated in the glass corridors like a man who had everything: wealth, power, certainty. Then a small hand tugged his sleeve. He looked down. A little boy. No more than 7, brown hair untamed, backpack hanging crookedly, stared up at him with eyes too old for his age. The boy rose on his toes, brought his lips close to Ethan's ear, and whispered, "There's a camera in your office." Before Ethan could even respond, the child stepped back, turned, and vanished into the bustle of reception. No badge, no escort. Just gone, Ethan stood frozen. A camera, in his office, ridiculous. And yet, the boy hadn't looked mischievous. He had looked sad. The discovery by the time Ethan reached his private office: glass walls, up marble floors, skylines stretching like a kingdom beneath him. The whisper gnawed at his thoughts. He scanned the room. Nothing unusual. Then a glint. Barely a dot in the corner of a bookshelf. He leaned closer. A pinhole lens so small it could be a mistake. Except it wasn't. His pulse stuttered. Security swept his office every month. No unauthorized devices. No surveillance. No exceptions. Yet here it was. The footage the tech team dug through its memory. Ethan expected sabotage, espionage, some rival company digging for secrets. But when the footage appeared on the screen, Ethan leaned forward, and his breath caught. No board meetings. No confidential documents. Just people. His people. Helen from accounting sat silently on his leather couch. Shoulders tight. Face blotched with tears. She cried into her hands as if she was made of paper and might tear apart. Next, Javier. Maintenance uniform. Holding a termination letter. He stared at it like a death sentence, mouth trembling but refusing to break. Then Claire from marketing, pacing, practicing words under her breath. "I just need another chance. Please." They weren't trespassing. They were hurting. Trying to feel something in the room where so many decisions had been made that took away their control. The last clip made. Ethan's throat close. Maria, a night janitor in her 50s, silver strands of hair in a messy bun, entered quietly at 2 M. in her hand. A cupcake. 1 candle. She sat on the edge of his desk. Lit the flame, stared at the empty room, and whispered, "Happy birthday to me." Then she blew out the candle and cried. Ethan pressed pause. His hand shook. What kind of world existed beneath him, while he looked down from his glass tower and never noticed? The boy. He replayed the footage from reception. There he was, the child. Walked in alone. No parent, no visitor badge. Just a backpack and sad eyes. He whispered to Ethan, then left. No trace. Ethan spent the rest of the day distracted. Meetings blurred into noise. The numbers on his spreadsheets meant nothing. That night, long after the building slept, he watched the footage again, only this time as a man, not a CEO. He saw loneliness, fear, invisible battles. He saw himself reflected in the absence of empathy. The meeting the next morning. He did something no one expected, an emergency company-wide gathering. Hundreds filled the atrium, anxious, bracing for the worst. Ethan stepped onto the stage. No suit jacket. No rehearsed speech, just truth. The screen behind him flicked on. The videos played. Helen's tears. Javier's letter. Claire's pleading. Maria's silent birthday, gasps, whispers, tears. When the final image faded, Ethan spoke, voice raw. "I didn't know. Because I didn't look. I built walls, titles, reports, spreadsheets, but the real stories were behind closed doors. "I've failed you." Silence filled the room. Then, Ethan did what no one saw coming. He removed 5 executives. Responsible for the toxic culture on the spot, he rehired 3. Employees who had been unjustly dismissed, he created a mental health fund, mentoring programs, and most shocking of all, an open hour every day, where anyone could walk into his office. No appointments. No hierarchy. The truth behind the camera internal. Investigation revealed the device wasn't corporate theft over a year earlier. An IT contractor installed it quietly, not to steal information, but to reveal what Ethan would never see from his pedestal. A silent protest. A mirror. The letter a week later, Ethan received an envelope. No return address. Inside, a note written in careful, uneven handwriting. "My name is Tyler. I'm the boy who whispered. Maria is my grandma. She raised me alone. I saw the video on her cleaning tablet. I knew you needed to see it too. I hope you're different now." Ethan sat at his desk and cried. He framed the letter, visited. Maria held her hands, apologized. He spoke at schools, searching for Tyler, but never found him. The boy had arrived like a whisper, left like mist, and changed everything in between. A quiet transformation today. If you walk through SolveCorp, the building feels different. Doors stay open. People laugh again. Maria cleans with music humming in her earbuds. Helen smiles more. Javier has a new role. Claire leads a team with confidence. Ethan still wears polished shoes, but he listens now because one small boy taught him. Sometimes the smallest voice holds the biggest truth.